how to meditate. So before the practice or when they practice, so we have to kind of preparation is maybe you have sit in comfortable, right? Comfortable. So that is difficult or easy? What do you think? So we thinking, they just sit. Comfortable is harder, sometimes difficult. So also we said like 7 the Vajrayana positions are the sitting, but that's probably not we cannot 7. But I think only one thing is important is just straight spine. So you sit in chair or you sit in floor. So that's the most important part. And then I said, comfortable, you sit. So that, which means, okay, another thing. Okay, I said sit and close eyes, right? Or mostly we practice. So I think that is really profound, and also I think very rare, and also this really special. So yes, of course, we are living this world or whatever. So always there is issues, problems, external, or internally, all sorts of concept, thoughts. So people, of course, everyone want to happy. Everyone maybe don't want to, difficulties, issues, and problems. But so then we try to all happy their problems, or reduce the problems, but mainly we looking external things. We try to change. So we but if you're looking for, we try to change, we try to find maybe best place, best countries, but we cannot find at all. Everywhere issues, everywhere problems. So I said this week, sit and close eyes, that is really rare, means no one try. You're just looking for there, we can look, oh, that's problem, I don't want this. These issues, I don't like this, or I don't want this. Can't always chasing outside. So no matter how you try to fix, you cannot fix. So this is a best solution is set, close eyes. So that is really, really profound. It's really special. So very rare. I think really nobody's doing that. So also another thing is very simple too. So external issues, problems, okay, even though like simple things, okay, we problems in the house, okay, that's counter issues, different issue. So we need to fix. So then we need to buy expensive, the many tools, and then we hiring other persons. So that's how difficult it is, you know. So if you set close eyes, you have no expense. You fix problems. Big problem, okay? That's not small problem. I say, yes, I give the house. House is not big deal, okay? But if you set close eyes, you can fix big problems, bigger issues, and the bigger difficulties. So really amazing, actually. I was in Tibet, and during the Cultural Revolution 10 time, so we work really hard, like make the roads. So this extremely work hard. We not enough food, and working is they're not looking the clocks, you know, when they start, but the morning. So we like Tibetan, my area is mountain like this, you know, not like Florida. So we, so they have to start work. Is the highest point, the mountain hit the sun, a little bit. So they'll have to go work. And then if you when they start work, it's evening. So this other side, maybe west side, the highest mountain, so sun just shadow is completely covered. That's mountain. So then start work. And then we have hundreds work, but particular there is lamas. So before that's lama, you know, but that time is more work, you know, even though they have not give the food. And time to time they beating them. So this one lama called Nyanda Jensen. So we Nyanda, his name Nyanda. So he's I think like maybe like something 10 o'clock or whatever, they called the 5-minute break, you know. So that time people just stop 5 minutes walk, right? So he immediately just, he sort of like kind of the chuba we call it, but jacket, you know, like this, you know, 5 minutes. He sat straight. The people, other people are like, okay, the 5-minute break, so just whatever talk or maybe, but he not. And then this, I think it's something 3 o'clock, whatever. So same thing, 5-minute break. So he doing that. So how special? Okay, the conditions you guys probably never see, you know, never. That's conditions, you know. We really difficult to explain how conditions bad. That's much problem. We said we here as all problem, you know. Really, I think maybe there are problems, but So this kind of like a life and death, basically. Every day is physically suffering. So, but however, so these close friends, so they still, this that times no religious, but many people, the Chinese government controlled by the lot of, devotion, devotion him and respect quietly. We cannot show anything, but then sometimes I think my father and so sort of like talk to him, or I'm so sorry, this is really, really bad situation. I understand how much you're suffer tremendous, that's unbelievable. So sort of like he says, so sorry for him to this Lama, right? If you don't understand, okay, you said caution, okay. And then he said to my father, don't worry, I not suffer at all. I'm happy. So kind of I recharge like morning 5 minutes. Because of physically, he's human being, okay? So how difficult? I say also we not enough food. But I 5 minutes meditate and evening and what is the 3 o'clock, 5 minutes. That's enough for me. So just recharge. I no suffer at all. So he fixed. So this kind of interesting, we really need to thinking about. He tried to fix the Chinese government, impossible. More suffering, more difficult, more worry. And also, he grew up, he's Lama. Everybody respect him. Probably he's, starting practice, of course, but other than need to prepare food or cleaning or no anything. People prepare for him. And then just kind of opposite, So if you do this thinking, he's too many thinking, Also he did something wrong. No, he didn't wrong at all. Politically and Dharma, nothing wrong. But he kind of like different thinking, then he is miserable. But he not try to fix changing worry to country or communist party. So this how now it's a difficult time. He can fix on look inside. So that's two. So if we are, I don't know, this take time, long time, but they're able to control on mind, on affect emotions. So then there's no difficulties. So that's why I said thinking we are really very rare and very special. So first, I said last set, that's talking about, we meditation, straight, spine, and then relax, same time. So this is even though you go to work, really prepare, you more strength. Likewise, we said for example, Lama Nyanda, Jensen. So you can maybe you have prepared in morning, like kind of really stable mind. Maybe your daytime work is no problem. So not only that, we're talking about meditation. Yeah, yes, help work, of course. So, uh, so first I said it's just, I said relax, So which means if we have concept, too much thinking, it is like you running, what is marathon? What is running? Okay, running marathon. So running marathon, relax, right? You just breathing tight, just how. So similar, concept, really tied up, wrapped up, like. So even though said you not work, I really I say okay, watch TV or just lay down, but really it's not relax. To steer your mind, concept, thoughts, mind is go everywhere. Okay, I said if you're going to run to marathon, maybe just one flat, whatever it is, couple miles. But worse then, okay, you go here, there, good, bad, like all sorts of thinkings. So that's why physically and mentally no relax. And as well, not enjoy. And not comfortable. So first, in order to peace, happy, so preparation is the relax. So just let's go concept issues temporarily, okay, not permanently. So that is preparation. So then you can do. Otherwise, like, oh, I want to practice, You said, yeah, this talks is what, Oh, that's complicated. I don't understand this one. Yeah, what they're saying. Yeah, yeah. So even though you said they look the text, still you just kind of like, shaking. So I said before, okay, just whatever, a couple of minutes, just, relax and try to look back, mind is kind of straight or not chasing the thought. But also, another relax, saying, shouldn't expect anything. Two, so this via Dharma practitioners make confusing is, oh, I want peace. Oh, I need to relax. Oh, maybe I'm not good. I have too many thoughts. I don't want thoughts. Or maybe I have afflict emotions. So this like both outside and inside. So those is not good either. Because yes, of course, we long there, okay, just beginning you start practice, or I want to achieve enlightenment. Yeah, that's fine. But during the practice time, oh, I want happy, I want peace, I want enlightened. So if doing that, then you cannot practice focus, whatever you're doing, moment to moment. So I saying, yes, you practice, but shouldn't any expecting or result or peace, happy, enlightenment, good experience, miracles. And during the practice time, yes, of course, at the beginning, say, "Oh, I want to benefit sentient beings." But when the practice, you do focus what you do. Oh, money payment home, Dharma practice. That's you have to focus. So interesting too. So that is the longer practitioners. They said there's in the retreatants, there are obstacles. So two obstacles. So one obstacle is afflict emotions. Whatever, anger, worry, attachment. But those it's not difficult dealing them. So we know I've done a practice with all the anger. That's I know I try to eliminate, I try to stop anger. And the negative side, we can dealing easier. But then if you're able to dealing the negatives, emotions, you're okay. But then another obstacle come. So looks like good thoughts, Oh, I can do, this, or I do the benefit sentient beings, or I got the experience, or I help the sentient beings, or like so those looks like seems good thoughts, But if you during the practice time, not good too. So not good either, So the more focus is whatever you do. So that is the important. And then we back to meditation. So meditation means you guys, no thoughts. So, and no thought is also you kind of like, I said before, thoughts is not good. I don't want to thoughts, and your thoughts come and you worry. That's not good either. So, like different, really beginning, you really start meditation to really difficult to stop thoughts. So that time is, yes, you just can't look up a forceful, just stop thoughts. And maybe there is a with object, whatever bring back to mind. But later on, the meditation is first, I said before, if you relax, so physically and mentally, and then interesting, it's kind of like the mind is kind of not really clear, but like become balanced, sort of like right, yeah, balance. So of course there you coming the thoughts. So that times you shouldn't follow. You don't follow your thoughts. But same time I said, oh, yes, I'll bet your thoughts. I don't want to the thoughts, So not like that, kind of like really sort of like, I don't know, gentle, naturally. So this kind of middling the practitioners, meditators. And there is the higher level is there no need anything. Just leave. So that then they said like kind of mind is thoughts sort of comes, goes automatically. So beginning is all your thoughts, then you can stop. Then focus whatever object. But like up a higher, you familiar. Higher means you can like time. So you're familiar, then even the thoughts comes, goes automatically. So this example is this, the ocean, ocean. So waves come, but nobody something pushed on, just naturally dissolved. But also this not shaking in the under the ocean. So these we call like Tibetan Buddhist, Zone, whatever this called. Tibetan language is Chu, right? Chu means Dharma. So Chu means really familiar or fixed mind. So familiar, fixed mind, first how to fix, okay, just less thoughts, and then just maintaining familiar, you meditate, familiar. So so then the most important part is first also meditate the beginning, I think interesting, become relaxed, if you concept, they got to be clear up. So then you fall sleeping. So that means good sign too. Okay. Because you sort of reduced your concept. You too much thinking. So people cannot sleep, But you meditate, then you fall sleeping. So that's a good sign, okay? This good, but not keep going, okay? So the good sign. So that means you, how concept, reduce, then like more relaxed. Then you're more relaxed, then you go fall sleeping. So I saying, it's beginning, okay, fine. You wake up fall sleeping, that's okay. And then, I don't know, for example, I think maybe best, for example, your 1 hour meditation, okay? Or maybe 45, maybe better 45. So 45 meditation, so try to like figure out, 5 minutes. You relax, I said before, relax. And then maybe like 10, after 10, you wake up before sleeping, maybe a couple of minutes, not couple of minutes, okay, maybe 1 minute or less. Couple times, sleeping and wake up, sleeping a couple times. And then how to wake up. So actually, automatically they wake up. Actually, this because sleeping, interesting. Sleeping is sometimes we sleeping probably maybe long. In nighttime we need whatever 6 hours or 7 hours, but sometimes sleeping maybe a couple of seconds. That's enough too. So anyway, so normally I think a retreat practice, but sometimes physically too much work different. But we during the retreat time, it's like really is this much, then it looks like enough, I think. So anyway, so then, but if you longer familiar, more practice, then you're able to control your thoughts, then you no need focus much, no longer you start thoughts. So then you have to do is mind is more clear, or yes, so I think I don't know how to say English, like alert maybe. But like you're looking alert means, oh, what is going on, where these neighbors, not like that. But just you, basically is, I think the best option is you have to open 5 senses. So almost the sleeping time, like slowly shut down uh, in the five senses, right? The object. So then, yeah, right. So this the meditation time, you have to open the five senses. At the same time, you're maintaining the meditation. And also, the very important is we think, Dharma practice or meditation, we only benefit, mind or next life, or not only that. Actually, the meditation is extremely helpful physically too. So mainly the mind controls or whatever in the body. So if really the mind is totally relaxed, and then same way, body is just more become relaxed. But I think many people give, right, they become president. You heard that? Yeah, I think, yeah, right. They say you're the president. First, is just come. They go gray. Yeah, that's true. Really is the true. That's only not president. We just good example president by not looking at everybody, but too much worry and concerning and the distress, busy. That's really destroy the body. So also this is the meditators, the hair gray become what is, I don't know, black. But that is not our goal. You should, if thinking about why you want to change the hair, then you meditate, but then never work. Maybe worse. But anyway, so this really is that this. Yes, of course, there is karma. We have, totally cannot control the sickness, the death, so on. But really is that if the mind can control us, I believe 50%, even though I say the ordinary people, not like high practitioners. So the high practitioners, yeah, of course, they cannot stop that, the karmically, but they can change the control. Like, for example, I think many, I don't know how many here, but we have really famous, the Dupont in Tigungti. He was in the report of cultural revelation. So Pachung Rinpoche, right? So I think you have pictures, very famous. So he's old. He's not good health, so very old. I think maybe 80 something. And then so that time is the Holy Chetan Rinpoche said, "Oh, I want to see you by something teachings from the Pachung Rinpoche." So the message he get him. So he's, oh, okay, if he's coming, okay, then I can sit 1 year. So he did. So that's, otherwise maybe I don't know, just kind of he want to pass, or physically it's maybe not, so but he did. So that's the higher level they can control, or the sickness. So also Lord Jitenzum on the road, the how meditate to cure the sickness. So actually the one book, looks like exactly in the doctor, this your headache, this medicine, this, right? So your heartburn. So same thing actually you have headache, you visualize this. Okay, your problem stomach, you visualize this. So they are specific or general, good for physically. There is how to meditate. So là lon yikten zum gong, so no need to the doctor. So they can cure, really, really cause from millions lifetimes ago. So interesting. So also this we thinking, medicine Buddha is really important too. So we the temporary what call this usually the temporary conditions, I think, or the karmically. So temporary or conditions, whatever, I'm not sure English, but we reset this body work of life. So there we use problems, we see the doctors, the benefit, because the temporary. So some is we saw karmically. So I said we create like many lifetimes ago. So those are we maybe not benefiting, no matter we can see, took the medicines, see the doctors, no matter we do, but sometimes maybe worse, maybe not, there is not better. So that have to practice, like medicine, Buddha or Dharma practice, then able to purifying long, whatever karmic thing. So meditation, through the meditation, then temporary sickness can cure, and as well as long may have the karmic dead or something. So that's why we medicine practice or meditation is important.
There's a question on Zoom. But, they haven't Kathleen, is there a question? Did you want to ask the question?
Yes, Joe has a question, but I don't know what he's referring to. Maybe he can clarify. Question is, so does this have to do with closing eyes like mentioned earlier? But I don't know what he's referring to.
Okay, maybe we can come back to that question.
What is it, close eyes?
Yeah, see, he was asking something about closing the eyes, but she wasn't sure what he was referring to.
Right. So this meditation. So, but I didn't say I have to have closed eyes. But, so I said, relax, sit. So, like for example, me is closed eyes better beginning. So very difficult. So the mind is busy or inside, and also as well as we see things outside. The harder to start, harder to become relaxed. So then if close eyes, then we cannot see the objects and no worry about it, then just only dealing my mind inside thoughts. So that's my experience. So, but also maybe individually, if you're okay, no problem in that you can see, walk, nosy, you can meditate, maybe that's okay too. So, yeah. Mm. Also, do you have some questions?
You talked about being relaxed, not having expectations for things. While discussing how to meditate, you talked about how to sit, be relaxed, and not have expectations, etc. I was wondering, is meditation entirely a passive activity, or there is any active element to it, such as paying attention?
Right. So first, I think second word I don't understand. You said what is it? Uh, right. All right. Okay. Okay. So yes, there is actually this. All right. No need to anything. Really is. But in order to, you're not doing anything. Maybe there are preparations. So if mind is really busy, so you cannot stop the thoughts. So then that time we said actually shamatha, what called this, the with characteristics, without characteristics, right? And with characteristics, then it's called with object, without object. And with object, right, yeah, I don't know, so that's, but I know anyway, so this with object, so beginning, so the example said like mind is, it is like waterfall, right? That's steep mountain. So very difficult to start. So we say, oh, I start mind, but just kind of like pump up. You cannot start half second, you know. So that situation they have to have with object. So object is doesn't matter which, the objects doesn't matter. Okay, you can piece of steak, or pebble, or rock, or statue, whatever you can you make object. But object is you know pay attention object, what qualities, what this and that. But you try to meditate. So look, so that time is you cannot close eyes. So okay, this maybe I don't know, no names, right? Okay, so this object is cup. So I meditate, right? So then you only one thought, sort of like you look physically, you have to look cup. And then you mentally, this is cup. But cup is what these qualities, shapes, no, don't at all. But just merely, slightly, this is cup. So then you look, okay, for second cup, and then this later on, different things, mind, go outside in the trees. So that's all, oh, no tree. Bring back cup. So this mind, okay, how to very important. Mind is two thoughts, not same time. Do you understand? Never two thoughts, same time. So always like after, okay, cup, mala, tax. So that's contain, mind. So you think a cup, just cup. Then you're thinking tree, they're no longer cup there. So that is have to object. So okay, I said first, second, that's cup. And then the next, second, tree. So there you thinking of tree, and then you stop the tree or just not follow all the trees, birds, this, that. Don't. So just you bring back, this is cup, okay? And then say, oh, this is tankas, So there you no longer cup there. And then, oh, no, I no need looking the tankas, okay? Cup. So that you have to do first. And actually this kind of familiar and you take time, but then slowly you linger. I say first, if you know you're nothing familiar in the meditation, probably you cannot skip that maybe 1 second. Maybe half second you go away already, For second, yeah, cup. And then it's half second, maybe somewhere. So that is, beginning whatever activities, or you say. So then, like move, so you're able to contemplate maybe cup or half minutes or more, or maybe best, maybe 1 minute. So then the second step is called with breathing. So the with breathing, so there's no object. Then you can close eyes. So close eyes or open eyes, doesn't matter. Whatever you best. So then just you can merely inside, before we said this object, right, the cup. But now you can no longer need the external things. So, but you need the object, focus. Otherwise, just mind is keep going, never stop, So then this we call breathing. So it kind of also this breathing, you no need to change anything, exercise breathing, not. But when the exhale, sort of like you sort of mind there exhale, right? And then you inhale. But normally this I bite, I don't know how much I bite, but you follow like a exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And then if that's longer, some people did, no need, different. So myself is like I got very good object, but I not much practice myself in the with breathing, without breathing. No, with breathing. So, but some people, they said easy to breathe in. So that's also individually different. So that is the second step. And then, and third one is then no need anything. So no thoughts. So also before I said then, the kind of second stage is the no object. I said like kind of the concept. Probably you no need stop. But sort of like also this not that stone. So ordinarily we have how stone concept. Like for instance, worry, how powerful. But we create, not really outside. So how stone, or jealousy, or anger, like we see these days, how people fight, kill them. So that is afflict emotions. That really, that person is not necessarily bad person. But the circumstance, like arise moment, power of afflict emotions, they tremendous mistakes. So how powerful. But if you meditate and meditate, then there's no longer power like that. So at that time, then I said no need to object. And also no need to block. So there I said concept like web, maybe concept come, go away automatically, come, go away automatically. No need to block or no need to stop. Mhm.
Excuse me, we have another question.
Go
Can
ahead,
you hear
Catherine.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, Chris Miller is asking, says, I know it's best to meditate in a quiet place. However, when meditating in an environment with lots of noise and distractions, is it okay to block out those distractions with earplugs or music? Or do you recommend just accept the noises and distractions?
Yeah, I think both. So the same thing I think we said before, right? So yes, beginning, what are best? Best is maybe quiet, empty place, comfortable. So because too strong in the mind is, so we said always that beginning, most important, retreat, retreat means like what is solitary or like empty, basically like quiet, really is the quiet. So best. So the depending, if you one day, maybe no problem from your nosy. So mind is more stable. So first, the interesting, our mind is like excuse, quickly jump up. So this excuse, okay, I want to meditate, right? And then it's little bit noisy. Then just, yeah, they are noisy. I cannot meditate, It's kind of interesting, right? Mind is also this kind of like karmic come up, like whatever whatever individually more heavy karmic thing, not everybody same. So like for example, people wake up more angry, and then it's kind of like good meditation quietly. But something there is come out inner thing, the bumpy, road. And also the excuse, like outside. So what called this trick? Trick? What means trick? Trick you in the practice. Right. To take you trick. Like kind of good, right? But then actually this bear, we said like, do you remember this? This may be a good example, I think. Whatever, I think many lamas, some called Dukpa Kunle or something, Kizi Yogi or some said, what called this, Kombo Bear. Anyway, so he circumambulation for temple in the Lhasa, Tibet, Central Tibet. So then the one guy So he sort of meditate, right? Do you remember this story? So then the Drukpa Gunlek or whatever this, or maybe it doesn't matter. So Drukpa Gunlek, he said, "No, what are you doing?" So, oh, I meditate for bodhicitta or whatever, love or compassion. So then he went around and then he said, like, what are you doing? So that's trick, right? Trick? Yeah. Sort of like this is kind of really people trick him, but sometimes like mind trick us. Like something going on, okay, really good, right? You go, okay, no meditation. Then just, oh, like that. Oh, you know. So this the guy, so this, or maybe we finish the story. So then next time, so maybe he finished one circumambulation, and he says, same thing. What are you doing? So then he angry. Why is it many times you are just, oh, I thought you said you like meditate in love and compassion. So there he's no longer. So sort of like really similar mind. Mind is really strange too. So I think also that my thinking is, I said come up individually. So okay, in the road, okay, we driving car, nice car, relax, okay, good weather, looks fun, you know, we driving, and then they bumpy up. So bumping will come from on mind in the road not smooth. So make an accident or may big bump, big hit, or I don't know. So that's kind of like, because that's our path. So this always like sometimes we do too. With our Dharma practice, oh, Dharma practice, everything smooth, everything best. Oh, that's, yeah, you enjoyful and peaceful. That's not. So we have dealing the afflicted emotions. Take a long time. Good, you know, this up and down, up and down, up and down, you know. So even though like, of course, you know, we are not really in the retreat, but even though like serious in the retreat. So we think, oh, those you have been in the mountains, really peaceful, really enjoy, you know. Not. Because the challenges, you know, there are always challenges. So this, and whatever this good practice, you know, good sight, and then it's a karmic thing, like become bumpy, arise or trick, whatever. And then this, not all the time. So this really have to understanding if we Dharma practice. So keep going the practice. There you reduce afflict emotions, and then you're bumpy, recover bumpy, but not that problem. Recover, you know, smoother, recover bumpy, recover bumpy. If the one day surface like the glass, you know, whatever luck, then you can speeding. That's okay, you know. Otherwise, in the road, like there are a lot of bumpies, you know. Right. So this, yeah, back to the question. So, if totally control or affect emotions or object or mind, both. So then I said, doesn't matter nosy. The more challenges, better. So also this another story is the Naroba, right? Naroba stories. So Naroba, he meditated a long time. So then he said, "Oh, I no longer affect emotions, no problem." So now I just completely enlightened. So then he just calmed down to the town, and then he's sleeping the metal, the iron factory. So then kind of midnight, boss wake up, he hammering the metal, and everybody up, and they just then make fire or hammering and like extremely noisy. Though he meditated, so he first very hard. Oh, I thought this I'm good, but not. So then he continuation meditate. I think achieve enlightenment completely. He's in the metal factory. So I said this nosy, later on nosy is okay, good. But beginning is maybe no. So also this really is the, we are lucky, how much we get, but we are Thai. So we familiar with a lot of discussion, is freedom, free. We believe that is good, So, but I don't think, no matter we try to fight freedoms, but we not get real freedom. So if you sincerely or diligently we are practice, so probably we can get real freedom or free. So there, which means a free means really is to the own choice. So that's, I think, beginning, like I said, practitioner Nyanda. So he's outside externally conditions bad, but he can choose. He's no suffer, no difficulties. So that's, I think, really is the inner practice. Then the important part is we no need to rely on the outside thing. So right now, mostly, or 90, 80% in the rely on external thing. So then how we get free? No. We no control, because we rely on the 90%, how we get the free? You wish, you want, but we're not. But one day, we no need to rely on external thing. Or even though, like higher practitioners, even though not rely on your physically. So that time is free, totally free. So that's, okay, so now Dhammapada, okay? So if some questions, that's okay, but otherwise we reading Dhammapada. Okay, so Dhammapada is page 168. Also this Tibet,
69.
Yeah, 69, I think. Perna jomba chi ne, perna jomba chi ba chorna yang, zawa tenba tegna, lar chi, tindi, konar sebi, hala ni, machu dungan dene, yang jo, kanke chuo sodu ke, yi nendoba, la chervi, tenge gunto tokba tang, chakpa jarwa long cher, chuo junen baba ye, tiking jento, 파행네 티행 제바 전통네 히랍진의 자와주 이데와의 지워라 추당 놈네 중화대 춘밥대와 소비메 제당가와 예완도 스바체비 지워남 르원년네 신신콜 군두조와 차도제 양양동어 유랭용스
The whole page?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in the chapter called Desire, and this is 5 verses, verse 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Even though a tree is felled, if its roots are undamaged, it grows again. When the propensities toward craving are not destroyed, suffering will rise again and again. The torment of fanciful desires, wrong ideas, and strong attachments will sweep you away if your mind is caught up in the 36 currents of desire. The streams are cascading down, the ivy takes hold and mounts the trees. When you see the ivy growing, use your good sense and cut away the roots. The life of those beings with minds bent on happiness flows like oil mixed with water. They seek out the streams of pleasure, but they are caught in the oil of birth and old age. Beings led by craving circle like rabbits caught in a snare. Bound by desire, they are fettered completely for long ages of endless misery.
Okay. So I said before, if you have some questions, please. Otherwise, I said maybe I try to explain and then maybe better or not. I don't know. But here is the 36 quality of desire, right? So the second.
Mm-hmm.
So, so we call this here cyclic existence or samsara. So the samsara or the cyclic existence, there's 3 realms. So this IRM and form RAM, and homeless RAM. So this is kind of one we call the luck. The samsara realm, right? So then, so here, so the beyond the 3 realms, there we call nirvana. So completely of the suffering. So then this IRM, so that's talking about here, this the 36 means this IRM is luck. I think this IRM there is 6 classes.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 classes is probably, you know, God realm, demigod, human being, animal, hungry, hell. So here I think the content is the God realm, the 6 God realms, the desire realm. So 4 great king, the 37, so on, the 6 God realms. So we have a count. 6. And then the humerams. So humerams we called, we have mandala, right? This 4 continents, and the subcontinents. 8.
No, maybe 12. 2.
Huh? Okay, 12, okay. Whatever you forgot, okay. Okay, then plus 6, how much?
18.
18. And animal, 90. Holy Ghost is 20, right? 20. Yeah, right. So there's the hell realms. There is the cold hell and hard hell. So hard hell, the 8 defense, and the cold hell, the 8 defense, 60. So I pass now.
36. Yeah.
Okay. I think so. That means current. So we the width. I think desire, but affect emotions of the water they we carrying to those realms. And then I think we can say the 3 realms, right? So this desire realm, the 4 realm, and also this form realm, right? Form realms.
Formless.
No, form. Form. So there is the 4 stages. Basically, we call like 4 immeasurables, I think. The cause for we practice 4 immeasurables, then they get the something here, something.
States of samadhi and
Or samadhi, yeah. The 4 different samadhis stage, the cause from the 4 immeasurables. And through the 4 samadhis, within the 4 samadhis, there are 17 difference. And then is the highest formless. Formless is the 4 different. So that's we call 3 realms. Okay. CBT the kiwonam roni sinhin kor tina char tena dacha chendu bi yelon seba minjonzu nyangen dedu naksele thana nakse ni de thorne chika khonala jogba khanza thalado nurud dukor khotang chungmala tobi chakba thane savate chatan hengtang takwa khayin ter kena zavi chingwar yurwezong. Chingwa la ya rabdo thor gavi tinan kenan chingwa sawarzong. Tada chi ne rabdo jongcha de toba mi bindoba tebo deva bong. Kanda chatan hienbi junbe ba simu domhi ranke chayechi tina zine rabjong kepanam toba mi bidungar tamji bongsa.
Okay. This whole page too? Okay. Keeping with the desire chapter, number 10, verse 10, beings led by craving circle like rabbits caught in a snare. The monk who wants to be free from attachment should never let craving appear. Verse 11, he escapes from misery, fleeing the woods of attachment But look how the free man runs back to the forest. Look how the prisoner returns to his cell. Number 12. The wise man knows the strongest fetter is not made of iron, rope, or wood. The firmest bonds are attachment to spouse, to children, to jewels, to goods. Number 13. The wise man knows these are the strongest fetters, the easiest to bind one and the hardest to escape. The wise cut these bonds and, without looking back, renounce the world, giving up the pleasures of desire. And number 14. Beings are caught in the strands of desire and attachment. They are caught like spiders in their own webs. The wise cut through these bonds and renounce the world. They slip out of all their suffering without a backward look.
Yeah, we said this morning, right? So this mainly is the bind or tied up is unaffected emotions. That's really tied up mind. So the two ways I said is really strongly negative thing, and also in meditators, I said before, like good thoughts, stay your mind. So also I said is the practitioners, the people physically, even though physically you're tied up, mind, put the prison, right? Mentally it's okay, then okay. Interesting, my uncle, he was escaped India, he back to put in prison. So he meditates all the time in the prison. So then, and one time, so like kind of personal God, like chief, leader. So what are you doing? You relax, you're happy. So very difficult for me now. So because he have responsibilities, the border prisoners, like he catch the escape to India. He was actually his boss, but how to catch the person and the fight, and then he beating them and put the chair, and also not easy, like have to walk like rocky mountains and snow, and also probably he killed the person too. So then he asked to my uncle, you really look like really peaceful, so you end up in prison. So then he asked the counter, like, something teach me, what I do. So then my uncle said, yeah, of course you have a job you have to do. Otherwise, no choice, But today you start, don't beating them. So he said, yes. So anyway, so this is my uncle. So if the practitioners, doesn't matter, you can meditate, they cannot, even though it looks like prison, you cannot go outside, but maybe his mind is not in prison, like meditate in the retreat, Really good Kevin, somebody take care, give the food. So interesting, this one Lama, this kind of less dualistic concept too, so it's not much rely on. So also there we have one famous Lama, Digung Amgong. So there may be long stories, but so this the Tsamba Amgong. So yeah, I don't know, maybe this long time ago US too, but with Tibet, the toilet or bathroom, right? So the house, yeah. So the first house, no, right, first floor. So then actually they use the farmers too, but in the Lhasa, so then the prisoners so clean up. So I don't know here, but probably everywhere. Right? So this, even the prisoners, they said like hate it. They said, okay, this is terrible job. Otherwise, no matter other jobs, that's okay. But that's is terrible, too like unclean. So this, I'm going to, no, don't worry. You guys stand outside. I can just throw. So then kind of basket, basket, okay, but you go inside, take out. It's hard, but the Amgon, which is always go, don't worry. I can take out. Then you can put in the basket, can take out. So then he go inside, maybe just whole covered, just body. So he's, don't worry, I can go inside. So that's kind of, other prisoner, they said they hated that job is terrible job. Otherwise, whole day like construction, whatever, this doesn't matter. But these, they hate it. So mostly also this, I don't know, maybe northern nomad people. So they really don't want to go to in the bathroom too. Just go in the mountains. Okay, so. Due to torhin Japnetor, Unetor the Sabagi, Gun number Torbayi, Chinchi Jaga Nit Minjor, Jiva Tamba Tobi, Tok Chorba, Chapa Tapo, Dongba Jis Jung, Tena Cheking Saban Perchivi, Chingwa Temper Chipin Sedisi, Kanhik Namto Neva, Hiwaga, Medok Gorking Ta the Temba there, Tenam Dober Chivan Baheki. Tenam Dugin Chingwa Juberchi. Nepal Sonking Tabami, Saba Banking Jontanti, Saba Sung Lake Barjung, Tene Jevin Tamayi, Saba Banking Lambati, Nepal Sagna Jubayi. Yegi Namne Koremdan, Modanchima Tajanshi, Tami Luni Tindi, Shirap Chamber Chawandu.
Okay, verse 15. Cut yourself free from the bonds behind you. Cut yourself free from the bonds ahead. Cut yourself free from the bonds around you. Cross over existence. Birth and old age will cease to be when your mind is completely free. Number 16. Churned up by your fantasies, strong attachments make things look attractive. Attachments increase your craving, strengthening the bonds that bind you. Verse 17. Those who are always mindful, who joyfully quiet their fantasies and meditate on what they do not like, only they will change themselves and cut the bonds of Mara. Number 18. The one who has reached certainty, who is fearless, who has abandoned desire and is free from all faults, the one who has extracted the thorns of existence is in his final birth. And number 19. For one who has abandoned craving and is free from grasping, who knows languages and their interpretations, the combinations, the letters, and their order before and after, this is the final birth. This one is called the great being, the great sage.
All right, so the first verse is a cut off yourself free from the bind, behind, or in front, center. So that's true. So in order to cut off the, I said, afflict emotions, So that is not easy. So many ways, not only one thing. So also totally individual is different. So we thinking, why the Buddha taught that 84,000 categories of teachings? That's too much, you know. Why did he saying this is too long, you know? But that is actually, I believe, not for one person. So individually, the different affective emotions, personalities, so this all kind of method, you know, okay, this person good for that person, but not good for that person, you know, and even the one person, interesting. So even the one person, there's many method, many teachings, many stages, you know. So first we can like directly set like very easy, you know. Oh yeah, don't make non-virtues, you know, or make non-virtues. Done. Right? Looks like very simple, but that's not work, you know. Even though say I saying one person, all the different person different, but only one person, the hundreds method, you know, because that person, okay, there's maybe the more stronger affect desire, okay, how dealing, how talk, how is the antidote, how to dealing, and then maybe worry, okay, how to dealing the worry, how to, you know, eliminate all this or attachment, hatred, all sorts of things, even the one person. So that's why, so Buddha need to talk 84,000 teachings. And also we thinking individually, I said, yes, read of the negatives and that's okay, but we not. So that's why we thinking sometimes, oh, why the meditations? Why this, that, the other practice? Why this is the other deities? Okay, there are 100 deities. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? You know, sort of like sometimes, yes, of course, looks complicated, you know. But other hand, individually, so we see, oh, maybe, so we say, okay, you go practice what are, I don't know what are, you know. But then we say, oh, maybe you have green dart, how is that? Oh, maybe not. Okay, or maybe practice that is the red dart, you know. Oh, that's interesting, you know. So these kind of things, they're the deities, you know. So also we thinking whatever practice, you know, meditation or different deity practice, and also whatever create the merit, the 6 paramitas, or also I said like motivation, good motivation. So these all we collected, you know, whatever as much as we can, you know, these here, there, and then they put together, then we cut off the afflictive emotions, you know, cut. So otherwise we cannot cut one thing, you know. But if you can, one thing, yes, of course, good. But we not. So that's why we got all sorts of practice, all sorts of together. So also, yeah, I think there's 3 things, but that's okay. So do you have some questions, comments? Hmm?
What is, I wonder sometimes, is there really why afflictions are like bad, or any negative emotions are bad? Could we not use them to our advantage and become stronger rather than eliminating?
Right. So this, yes. So the afflictive emotions is cause, and the result we call this nature of the law. So also so these the result is difficulties. So whatever the afflictive emotions, and then this arise, and then the result is the different degrees, but all the result is problem, suffering. So that's natural law. Like for instance, we have angry, and then what the result? It's naturally sound not like I said, not like outside. Yes, of course you can through angry you beating somebody, then maybe this police come, not like that. So that's another. But in the mind, when they're angry, the result is unhappy. So that's all afflictive emotions like we call the nature of law. So somebody made up like sometimes he says, oh, you did this, I make you punishment. Not like that. So like opposite way, love, compassion, care others. So this is naturally law is happy. So like interesting too, so we're thinking, oh, I love you, this person, then this for that person. But actually not. Maybe, yeah, up to love person, maybe that person happy, sure, maybe. But mainly the moment is peace, on peace. You care others. So that thinking about others, then sub-clinging reduce, and then the more peace, happy automatically. And then the negative side is also the one thing is cause of difficult is the sub-clinging. So the sub-clinging, and then these particularly we call 5 or 3 afflictive emotions arise. So that is the build up the sub-clinging more. And sub-clinging more and the more difficult. So, but your question is not that we use, okay? There is can use. So we call like afflictive emotion transformed. So that is higher. Lot to prepare, but you can you get like anger. So like anger is powerful too. So you powerful bring anger, and then just when they're angry, their kind of mind is there no other concept because anger is powerful, right? Stronger. So this anger you bring to wisdom means your focus, the anger, but you anger through like ordinary thing, just fight, I angry that person bad. But when you strong anger, and then at that moment, you look at anger. Where is anger? You analyze to there is heat, foam. So you look, but you cannot find. The anger is no foam, no physically. So then you think, oh, there's no anger. So that chord is transformed, your anger transformed into the wisdom. So that's we can use. So same thing, all the afflicted emotions.
So you're saying we transcend negative emotions rather than eliminating them. We transcend them or we transform them?
Yeah, a higher level, you can transform. But if you're not higher level, then we first try to stop. But also, in order to stop, so we have understanding is natural law. So also we said, right, interesting, so the ordinarily said, okay, I really angry to that person, right? I hated that person. Then you stop. The anger, we ordinarily thinking benefit them, right? Looks like, I no longer hate them. So now he's winning, looks like ordinarily, but not. So if you stop, you no longer enemy. How much benefit? So that's thinking. So then very easy to stop. Otherwise, you don't angry that person. Oh, that person's good, So very hard. Who get benefit? And when they're angry, whose problem? Okay, I said angry to that person. Oh, they terrible, this person, that person, but that person is maybe not pay attention. Who knows? I think one story, right? So we said, okay, somebody your enemies like in India, and then you're really angry here. Just that person he did that's wrong, this wrong. Just we are like miserable, but the enemy maybe no pay attention. They are the more responsibilities, They said really focused afflict emotion. Afflict emotion is the enemy. Anger is enemy. So because the anger probably wait like 24 hours. So if your enemy never harm to 24 hours, even though you pay like millions of dollars, but he has job. He has more responsibilities, But the own anger within doesn't matter, like 24 hours, I don't know, like so. Okay.
Rinpoche. Passage 12 on page 171. It says attachment to spouse, to children, to jewels, to goods. I can understand the word attachment to those things. You don't want to be attached to jewels, attached to goods, right? So is attachment in that sense, as far as spouse and children, does that mean that might be obsession with them, being controlling of them? What does that attachment mean?
Right. So attachment and love is different. Okay. So attachment involved a sub-clinging. Okay, this my whatever wife or husband I want. me, these my children. Basically, I cannot separate it, I need that. Or same thing, people ask him, okay, car or jewelry. So some people don't touch my car, Okay, so then they say, so you have some jewelry, expensive, how much you can put, lock up, this is my thing. Maybe I don't want to lose. Yes, you take care of things. Yeah, of course, that's nothing wrong, but mentally very strong. So that's mind. So that's caring even the next life. So which means you will not take care of your children, not take care of your husband. Why not? You have to love. So love and attachment totally different. Look like superficial is same thing. You take care of children nicely, tremendous attachment you can do, probably same way. Or you tremendous love to the children. Same way, looks like superficial same, but the inner is totally different. So you love sincerely, that's merit, whatever, or wife, children, other person.
So unconditionally, like that's what you said, that unconditional, there's not that expectation or something.
Right. Yeah. Then one day died, one day separation. There's no sad, So we got free. So that's totally different. Okay, so dedication.
Okay, turn to page 24 in your prayer book. By the virtues collected in the three times, by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the innate root of virtue, may I and all beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teachings of the great Dakungpa Ratna Shri, who is omniscient, Lord of the Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Gracias, Soldi.
Gracias, Miss Soldi. Gracias a grupo.
Buenas tardes a todos. Gracias, Soldi.
I had it in my car.